$30 off. So this is like a clearance price. This is the only airing in the entire 24-hour day. And through, I think I'm hearing bells ring. All right, and 2 flex pays of $19.98. You know, I think people are just calling us literally in the studio to order these.
I think so.
I think that's why we're hearing a phone ring. Yeah.
I'm gonna start here. This is the gray. And one thing I want you to notice is if you hear the word blend and you think blend, stiff, you know.
Right.
Do you see this, how soft these are? This is the blend of now. This is really technology where we've really taken blends and made them such an improvement over just 100% cotton. So there's your gray. This is that pretty sage that's on the bed. I think this is such a nice transitional color as we get into fall because it's a little bit warmer. It's almost like an olive. It would be so pretty on the bed right now. There's your ivory. We have it in lavender, which is so beautiful. We have white. White, so nice, crisp white sheet.
That 5-star hotel look.
Yes, yes. There's the gold. Maybe you're thinking, oh, I want something a little more fall. This is a great color. The blue is nice because it's like a nice light navy. We have coral. Isn't that pretty?
I think that is really pretty. That is, we're calling that coral. It has like almost like a little bit of a rose color to it.
It does. It really is a nice color. And then we have beige, which is just your nice like khaki warm neutral. You know, a few years ago, what happened was we always read our customer reviews, and we love reading your reviews. And what happened is everyone loved our sheets, our cotton sheets, but didn't like the wrinkles. You know, you take them out of the dryer, they're a big ball of wrinkles. You don't want to iron them, you put them on the bed. So we really worked to develop a great easy care sheet, meaning not by putting chemicals on it to make it wrinkle resistant, but by blending fabrics so that you get a sheet that gets the best of both worlds. So maybe you love cotton for its natural breathability, but you love microfiber because it's so easy to maintain. This is taking those and blending them together.
By the way, if you own any of the items in our show, or if you're a fan of Concierge Collection, Ellen and I are here live. We would love for you to give us a call. Let me give you our phone number. We'll give you our phone number on national TV. It's 1-866-376-8255. For a good time, call 1-866. Sorry, I'm just seeing who's awake. Did she just say that? Oh yeah, 1-866-376-8255 for a good time with sharing shopping with girlfriends.
I know, right?
That's what I'm talking about. I know what you guys are thinking about.
Well, I love when we get calls, especially at this time of morning. You know, it's always fun, and we love to hear your testimonies as well. And you know, you can really have fun with these sheets. $30 off. It's a great time to maybe get some new ones for fall. Maybe you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's almost October. It's going to be November. The company's coming. What am I putting in the guest room? These sheets feel so good. They will maintain that color, that really pretty blue that's so nice and deep, wash after wash, and you will get this great soft hand. It's funny because it took me a while too to really accept blends. I'll say, because I love my cotton sheets. I love 100% cotton, but I will say by blending fabrics, what you get is you do get that added durability, which if you think about it, Egyptian cotton is known for durability anyway and softness. So this is 60% Egyptian cotton, and when you add those polyester threads, they're actually lighter, so it really lightens up the weight of the sheets so that they do have just a really soft.
And we have 5 sizes too.
We do, and they're all the same price.
Right, so we have twin, full, queen, king, and California king. The California king is not $50 more. No. It's $39.95. Also, good luck getting California king sheets in like a lavender color.
Right, exactly.
I mean, if you're dressing your California king bed, this is so incredibly affordable. Also, it's 88 days until Christmas, my producer Dan told me today, Ellen. So we're coming at tis the season to have company.
Yes, it is, among other things.
Among other things. So if you're getting out that easy bed or your Castro convertible ottoman, and you need an extra, maybe a twin set of sheets or an extra queen set, but you want to do it pretty for company, this is the day to pick it up at $39.95.
It is, because $39.95, you could easily spend that on even just a microfiber set of sheets, and you're getting Egyptian cotton. I mean, you're getting the best cotton in the world. You're getting something that you're going to have for years and years. You know, great sheets are a wonderful investment because, first of all, they look great. They feel amazing when you climb into bed, and then when you have them for years and they get better and better with time, you will really learn to love your sheets. And I happen to think this is a great color palette. Some really interesting takes on color. This is that beige. I paired it with the coral. which is so pretty. Look at the coral and the white. Isn't that
I love
gorgeous?
that together. It's so pretty.
It is. It's just a nice crisp look on the bed. The lavender also is a nice look with the white or the gray. Here, let me move this down so you can see that. Isn't that pretty? So, you know, think of sheets as your little fashion change for your bedroom as well. But, you know, you think about, you know, how we spend money on clothing and on many other things, but sheets are something that are so important because it's what you climb into every single night. And you feel them head to toe. I mean, you put your face on the pillowcase, you pull the sheets up, you want something light and airy and comfortable, but you also want something that looks good. I mean, that's not gonna look like a wrinkled mess when you pull it out of the dryer.
I also want to tell you that it's easy to make the bed because of the bottom sheet.
Exactly, that's right where I was headed, because I want you to know, you know, we have, did you see what we have at the end of the show?
Yes, the mattress pad.
Yes, it's more like a fiber bed. We have
almost like well, it's not really a mattress pad, it's like a fiber bed, yeah, but you need a deep sheet to do that bottom sheet.
Yeah, because it's a nice thick one. So this one will accommodate up to 18 inches of mattress, and the elastic is not just on the corners, it's all the way around, it's completely pocketed. So these will fit your bed. You see that? Even if it's a thinner mattress, it works like a shower cap, so it just goes further underneath. But these are great. They're soft. You know, someone was just saying to me the other day how great it is to sleep on iron sheets. And I was like, that is great, but I'm
going to tell you the truth. In my lifetime, I did iron my pillowcases once. It's because I bought a new Panasonic iron here, and I just I went iron. Yes, the cordless one, and I just went iron crazy.
Right?
I like who's got something to iron? I just started ironing everything
like that too.
Right. Yes. So that is the only reason I ironed. I ironed the and I just did the pillowcases, and then I gave up.
I've done that for guests before. When I want the guest bed. With these, you don't have to worry about that because you know you will just rub your hands over them. The wrinkles when you pull them out of the dryer, the wrinkles fall out. It's not going to be that wrinkled mess that you've had in the past. And what I really like about a sheet this Easy Care is the way that it really holds the color. And these colors are beautiful. They're very saturated, so you don't want them to be a washed out version. I was just cleaning out my linen closet recently, and well, I actually put this set of sheets on the bed, and I was like, what color is that? Like, or was that? Yeah. You know, my 9-year-old walked in and goes, ooh, what is that on your bed? I was like, time to go.
Time to go, right.
You know, you buy a set of sheets, and then after a while, you remember you didn't pick that color.
Right. It started out as one color, but this will really hold the color because it's a blend. So it's the best of both worlds, really.
It is, and the little details, like you can see the turned hem. I mean, these are so nicely done. We were selling these at $69.95, and that is a great value because not only is it that high luxury thread count of 400 threads, meaning in a square inch, 400 individual threads, but the fact that you've got Egyptian cotton in there. So, you know, not only the softness, the way that it feels, but the way that it wears. So you've got really the best of all worlds with this one with the blending. So you're getting durability, ease of care, softness, and fade resistance. And who doesn't need some help in the laundry department, right? You know,
are you volunteering? Because I do. Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood what you're saying.
We want things to be easier and quicker, right? And this will help with that.
Absolutely. And you know, we do have a great color choices, but I also want to point out, we mentioned this before, we have all sizes. And the California King and the Queen and the Full and the Twin are all the same price. And we also are doing flex pay. So that means you just put down less than $20 on any major credit card, and we send you a new set of sheets. You put it on your bed, you show it off, you have your company, you wash them. They're gonna be that color for as long as you have them. They're not gonna fade, they're not gonna pill, they're not gonna, you know, really high quality, and of course, Egyptian cotton. So we're talking about the best cotton known to man, but also the best of both worlds with a blend, so you don't have that wrinkling issue. And Concierge Collection is exclusive to us here at HSN. Ellen is literally forbidden to watch other television channels. It's really weird. She can't even turn on like a sitcom. She's just for HSN with Concierge Collection. They've loosened that up in your contract now, though, I think.
Right, yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, okay. But the Concierge Collection isn't anywhere else. It's just for us.
It's true. And, you know, the values that we bring, the color palettes that we bring, and our team is amazing.
Yes, the home team is award-winning, actually.
Definitely.
We won a huge retail award here, our home team, Chris Nicole and our big home team.
Yes, and it's really amazing what we've done to be able to bring you great basics, luxury basics at such values. And the fact that you get to take these home, take them for a spin. Yeah. You know,
30-day money-back guarantee.
Exactly, so you want to do that. And one thing I want to explain about Egyptian cotton as well is, you know, when you are the reason why it feels so good and it lasts so long is when cotton is grown in the perfect climate, you get a longer staple fiber. So that means that less breakage in the threads. That means a tighter, softer weave in the fabrics. You get what you pay for. You know what I mean? When you invest in finer fabrications, a lot of times people ask me about thread count. Many times it's more about what kind of cotton you're using than even the thread count. So
and also if you have something that's like 1,000 thread count, that may feel like a heavy sheet. That may not be the comfy sheet that you want. I sleep kind of hot, so I don't like a big heavy sheet. I like something kind of like gossamer, like a little lighter, something breathable. This is going to be a great choice for me because when you're talking about 400 thread count, anything 250 and more is a luxury thread count. So you're not getting, you know, cotton-ish, but you know what I mean? So it's a luxury thread count, but you're also getting a lightweight, breathable. And even if it's winter, I'm sorry, I'm one of those people that will kick the sheets off and then not be, you know, depending on where you live, like sometimes I'm hot, sometimes I'm not. So these are a great choice.
They really are. And I always say 400 to 600, that's a great place to be in terms of thread count because it's just a year-round weight. It's something you can use all the time and you'll love the softness of it. We have a lot of great basic colors and neutrals in this with the ivory and the white, the gray, which is like a new neutral that everyone is using in their homes, that beige, and of course the gold. And then I threw this blue, which is like a nice navy in there. I love the sage. It's not your typical sage, it's a little warmer. There's the coral, and then don't forget about the lavender.
Okay, well, if you'd like to pick it up, limited quantity, 400-771 is the item number, 400-771, under $20 to get home, and we have everything